Y'all check it out. My dog doesn't have this pesky window bothering him anymore. He can stick his head out. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm gonna show you how I did it, I think. Here we go. Hey YouTube, it's been a minute. My wife's doing her window boxes. Oh, looking good. She has her headphones in, so she didn't hear me say that. I don't know what this video is about. Right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm not even sure if I put this on YouTube when I bought it. 89 Toyota xtra-cab. Really like this truck. Looks really good. Seating position, I'm a big guy. Seating position, and it's a little weird, but that's just like the Tacoma sitting style. I've been in a couple of them, and they got really high floors. They're just how they are. What am I doing today? I'm trying to get this window off because I want to make something that I can easily take off and on, probably out of plexiglass, so that my dog can stick his head out. That's all I want. I can't find anything online about how to get this thing off, so I'm just kind of winging it here, and we'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm going to drive it all the way over yonder to the garage so that I have tools and stuff. I don't think it'll be that hard. We'll see what happens. Also, quick story. The first time I went out with my wife in this truck after I bought it, I was like, hey, let's take the new truck. And we went and we ate dinner with some friends, and then we got to the truck, and it's this. And I'm like, man, that sucks. So after like 5 minutes, we called some friends to come pick us up, but after 5 minutes, I was like, oh, let's try it again. It started right up. So I thought it was a bad starter. And so I got a new starter, put it on, because you could hammer on the starter and it would start again. And then like 2 days after I changed the starter, started doing it again. And so now what I have here is my my anti-theft device here. Just that little wire. And so I have to jump start it like that sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean like 50% of the times, because I don't know, it's stuck relay or something. I don't feel like fixing it. I don't feel like tracing it out. There is like an old alarm system wired into everything. That might be it. Anyways, awesome truck still. I still like it a lot. Hey guys, I just got over here to the garage. This is what I know about this window. It's got this little latch that you can pop out. If you look on the inside of this latch, oh, you know what? Look at this. Boom. Oh, let's make some room. I have a bunch of cushions and stuff back here for my dog. I want my dog to be comfortable in the back of this thing. That's what I'm striving for right now, because there's not a lot of room back there, but he doesn't take up a lot of room. So anyways, you pop this out. You can see right there, there's a little Phillips head. So I'm gonna pop that Phillips head off of there, and then we can pop this seal off right here. It's a little sandwich seal, and we can see that there's these little clips. There's these little clips right back here somewhere. I can't really see what the camera's doing, but I'm gonna see how I can get those off, hopefully without removing the inner plastic lining here. We'll see what happens. Wish me luck. Okay, so there's a Phillips head. Detaches that sucker from the clip. Then there's these little metal, sorry, I got a flashlight here. These little metal tabs that I'm sure you don't want to bend too much, but you can bend them out pretty good enough to get to this little Phillips head guy and this little Phillips head guy. And I've got this little suction cup handle, completely unneeded, but I bought it like 3 years ago from a discount store, and I really wanted to use it. So yeah, so I mean, pretty simple stuff. And then once I get that off, I'm gonna try to invent something and try to figure out what exactly I need to do here to make this some sort of quick release system for my dog. That's all I'm after here, is my dog's head needs to be outside of this hole. That's where I'm going. Here we go. Okay, so I've come up with an idea and I hope I'm not going to ruin everything. So first of all, I've been looking at these. They don't look like they'd be all that hard to remake if I mess them up. And I'm thinking if I can make a wing nut. So if I can make a wing nut for the inside of this. So you pop the window open, and there's some sort of wing nut here that you don't need a tool for. You can just loosen it and tighten it with your hand. And then if I can do something with this side of the window where it slides in here instead of bolting, then I think the window will be super easy. Oh, this is a bad time to take the window out. We got a storm that's just gonna roll in here. We'll see what happens. I might be throwing a tarp over this bad boy. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, so if I can make the window just slide in here to these brackets instead of bolt, and it'll be secured by this with a wing nut or a thumb nut of some sort. That way I can just take it off, do the thumb nut, pull the window out, and then stick it in here right behind this, and my dog will be able to put his head into the wind and have a good time. I think that it'll work. I think that what I need to do is cut a slot out right here so that the top nut slides in, then a top out right here so that it twists in, if that makes sense. So it'll be like a twisting mode. Like I slide it into this one, then I slide it into this one, and then this bolt lines up and I thumb nut that on, and I think that'll make it secure enough to work. And I'm a little nervous to do it, but it just, I think that's gonna be the best and easiest way. I thought for a second that I would make like a plexiglass. See, I had this super dark plexi someone gave me, and you know, I think it would work, but I think it would look like shit. And I don't want it to look like shit because it's a good looking truck. So I have researched all the parts. These windows are still available. They're not that expensive. So if I fuck it up, it's not a huge cost. It's not a mistake that's going to cost me a lot of money. So I think I'm going to do it right now. And it seems like it's going to be pretty easy, minus finding the thumb nut. We'll see what happens. So this is frustrating. It just started raining. It was super sunny about 5 minutes ago. And then I just heard some thunder off in the distance and it started pouring down. It's not pouring, but I've covered up this window, and I guess this project's on pause right now. Maybe it's God telling me not to make this mistake. But I don't think that he works that way. So I'm gonna do it once it starts raining. Stops raining? Once it stops raining, I'll get back to it. I guess right now I could give you updates on the FJ40 scrapyard project in this nice and dry garage. So let me clean this off here. Boom. All right. I don't really remember the last video I made on this, but here's what we got. We got YJ seats. This is the back seat from a YJ and the front seat from a YJ. I like the way it looks. They're not bolted in yet. We've got the YJ rear tank pretty squared away. I got this big rubber grommet right here that I'm gonna put in. Oh, look what I can do here. I started working on the wiring the other day. So let's see. This flips forward, and I could pull it out. I'm not gonna. So this is the fuel filler. So I'm using the original fuel filler location, and I'm gonna use this big grommet to put in there and hopefully make that work right. That's for the YJ rear tank conversion. Still gotta bolt this bad boy in. This filler hose that's actually a radiator hose. Radiators? Who's talking about radiators? It's me. I got a new radiator because once I filled the old one up, it was leaking from the bottom, and so I got this shiny new one off Amazon. It's full and not leaking, so that's good. Wiring. What do we got? We got some stuff going on here with the wiring. Let me show you what we got. Let me show you. let me show you what we got. Stay tuned, hold your horses. All right, I've got this aftermarket blinker switch that doesn't work. I've got headlights. I've got taillights, so these are the taillights I went with. And I got a bumper project in the works too that I bought some metal for the other day. What else have I done? I wired in, let's see, so let me get in, let me take a seat here, see if I can start this baby up from in here without jump starting nothing. There's the fuel pump. Hey, I'm in gear, baby. It moves on its own too. Come on. It wants to. Uh-oh. So that's my first time starting it after putting this new radiator in. And oh, we got some fluid. We got some fluid dripping. I don't know where it's coming from. Looks like it's coming from the radiator hose coming off the water pump. So I have to deal with that. Figure out what's going on there. Oh man, it's always something. I'm fixing to just be done with this, honestly. I'm kind of sick of working on it. Sick of doing car stuff. I think I'm transitioning to a whole new part of my life. But enough about me. How are you doing? Why are you watching this? I don't know. Once it stops raining, I'll get back to this 89 Toyota rear window project. Bye. All right, you guys, it's the next day. I kept everything nice and dry in here with my garbage bag. And I'm getting back to it. And so here is my idea. I've got this sucker right here. So let me work some magic with this. All right. So I've got, this is the original little window nut on the outside. This is a screw and a washer. So that'll go through the window right there. And this is square in here, the center. And that lines up with this square right here. So I'm gonna cut this portion out right here. And then when this is in the window, it'll slide down into that. And then I'm gonna cut this portion out right here. So it'll slide down into here, and then the bottom one will slide in. And then a thumb nut on this so that I can undo this. It won't fall out because it can't fall out of this one without being lifted. So I'll take the whole window, lift it up, shove it through here, stick it right there. I think it's gonna work. Here we go. All right, so we'll just get in here with these snippers. Just do a nice straight cut. Straight cut. All right. I hope I'm gonna try to trim it up just a little bit. There's enough room. All right, now we'll do this bottom one. Straighten this up a little bit. All right. And now I'm gonna set up my nuts. Here we go. Okay, so I think I've done it. I had to cut a little more than I wanted to off those little clips, which was a little scary, but the window is absolutely secure. I don't know if you could see it. I'll show it to you a little closer. This is a little thumb nut I just welded up. And let's see if this works. Let me get this little clip situated. So you reach in back here, you open your window, you start undoing this thumb nut until that pops out. Now your window is still completely secured. I would be so annoyed if it just fell out right now, but it's still pretty secured. Here's the shitty little thumb nut I made. It's nothing special, but it works, and that's how I do things. So now you should, this is my first time taking it out. All I've done is put it in. So now I should be able to just pop this bottom out. Oh, see, it's a little, oh, it's the weather stripping that's in the way. And then, boom. It's a little tougher than I wanted it to be, but, and then you stick it in here. Oh, wait, no. So this piece will just fall back out. So you need to put your thumb nut back in just to keep that from happening, because you lose that piece and you're kind of screwed. I'm sure you can find them online, but still. All right, and then you put your window through here and you just sandwich it right there. And now your dog's got a place to stick his head out. That's all I wanted. And I think it's enough that if I'm gonna be driving with my dog for more than like 30 minutes, I'm gonna pop the window out. But if it's just like a 5-minute trip to the store, I'm not gonna pop the window out. That's where I'm at with it. Sometimes I just get a thing in my brain that says, hey, you need to try to do this, and that's what this was. So in retrospect, pretty sure that's the word. Hindsight, I probably would have just done this top one. See how much I had to cut off of there to make it work. So it still works, but I probably would have just cut it like this one and just slid it in. So the problem, I had to cut that much off because the window sits in this ridge and you couldn't really get it in there because it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. But it works. And I'm gonna go online and see if I can find some of these. And if I cannot, I'll just make some. That was kind of my idea, was like, ooh, if I mess them up, I'll just make some new ones, because they don't look too hard to make. And honestly, I might make a little hinge, or I might make some little hinges to, if I keep this truck for a long time, I'm probably gonna come back to this and make something a little better. But for now, this is gonna work. I'm happy about it. I hope you enjoyed it. There you go. Also, I don't think I looked for a video on how to remove this window and I couldn't find one. So there you go. There's a video on how to remove the window and fuck it up if you want. So have a good one. Peace. Also, I feel like mentioning the FJ40 coolant leak was just a loose clamp, and the ticking noise is, here, I'll just show you real quick. That's my fat boy run. The clicking noise is because I had to use this little janky adapter thing to make the 2F alternator work on the 1F engine. And so, I don't know if you can see it very well, but right in there, these little fan blades hit this bracket. So I need to grind down the bracket just a little bit so that the blades don't hit and it makes that tinking noise. That's what that was. And I'll probably make some new videos on this eventually. So enjoy everything, enjoy life, goodbye, goodbye. Come on, bud.